BJP's Prime Ministerial candidate Narendra Modi is one of the busiest politicians in the country. The Gujarat Chief Minister has been travelling across the length and breadth of the country to convince the undecided. Namo works for nearly 21 hours a day, and with just 3 hours of sleep, he still manages to sound fresh and energetic in all his rallies. So, what is Modi's secret mantra? How does he manage to do so much every day for months together? And what is Modi's daily itinerary like? Well, we tell you all that and much more in this special episode. The 2014 general elections is certainly one of the busiest times for politicians in India. Every other political party is fighting tooth and nail to get as many votes as they possibly can. A good number of politicians in the country are accused of leading an unhealthy lifestyle. But during elections, even those who maintain healthy dietary habits and strict fitness regimes find it tough to keep up with the unrelenting circumstances. Months of laborious campaign can be torture at times.
चुनाव का समय है कि हम इतना धैर्य खो बैठे हैं कि किसी के आवाज भी सुनने नहीं देंगे.
For the BJP, it is Prime Ministerial candidate Narendra Modi who has taken the burden on his shoulders to convince the undecided. Ever since the BJP anointed Namo as a Prime Ministerial candidate last September, he has addressed over 150 rallies and travelled over 3 lakh kilometers across the country. He has rarely felt homesick and has never sounded dull or saturated in his rallies. All these have raised one question: what keeps a 63-year-old spirited through his strenuous campaign trail? How does he manage to do it at that age? Well, his aides credit his vigor to his ascetic lifestyle and regular yoga exercises. Modi is an early bird, a politician who replies to emails at 5 a.m. Narendra Modi has a habit of waking up as early as 5 in the morning. The Gujarat Chief Minister might have had a hectic day and just a few hours of sleep, but that doesn't stop him from waking up at 5 a.m. He claims that his work as Pracharak with the RSS helped him wake up early, and he has been doing it for decades. Believe it or not, among the first things that Modi does in the morning is to check his email. Most of you might be surprised to know that Namo checks his mails as early as 5 a.m. Modi goes through each and every mail and, if necessary, even replies to them as soon as he wakes up. After running through his emails, Modi sips on a cup of chai and starts off his day with his pranayama and yoga. Modi has been a yoga disciple for long and never misses yoga asanas and pranayams, irrespective of his busy schedule. Namo practices yoga for nearly 30 minutes each day, mostly on the lawns of the Gujarat Chief Minister's official residence. He claims that he sleeps too little but enjoys a good night's sleep. Namo credits his ability to stay fresh with little sleep to yoga and pranayama. Modi, between 6 and 7 a.m., breakfast and news. Narendra Modi is well aware of his daily schedules and ensures that he has his breakfast on time. He prefers to have some Gujarati dishes like poha and kakra for breakfast, and also catches up on world news early in the morning. His team sends him daily reports about the most important news from around the world, so that he is updated with worldly affairs. It is claimed that the reports that are sent by his team are usually in big size fonts. This is to avoid any problem to the eyes and also to ensure that Modi doesn't miss out on important news. Modi between 7 and 9 a.m. Phone calls, meetings, strategies. Those close to Modi claim that the 2 hours between 7 and 9 in the morning is the most crucial and important part of the day for the Gujarat Chief Minister. He is usually busy making phone calls to his party members or is involved in meetings with his core committee members. Namo tries to talk to as many people as possible early in the morning, and he feels that it is the best time to exchange ideas and plan his daily schedule. During his campaign, Modi spends time with those concerned and looking after his rallies, or else he spends time with various bureaucrats about the projects and other work pending in his state. It is also the time Namo signs on important documents relating to his development projects. Modi will be accompanied by his trusted aides and takes their feedback and suggestions before he signs on important documents. Sources confirm that Modi runs his office like a corporate company. The Gujarat Chief Minister has 2 research teams, one in Ahmedabad and the other in Delhi. They go through all the important documents to find out if there are any flaws in it. Once they have gone through the proposals, they are presented in front of Modi to get his nod and signature on it. It is said that Modi believes in taking quick decisions and hence doesn't waste much time before implementing them. But the morning hours are also used to give interviews to media channels. The most recent interview to news agency ANI was also done between 7 and 9 in the morning. Modi feels that he is able to deliver his best during these hours and uses them for productive work.
कांग्रेस के इतिहास में ये सबसे बुरा चुनाव होगा कांग्रेस के जीवन का। वर्स्ट परफॉर्मेंस
और आपका बेस्ट परफॉर्मेंस होगा।
और भारतीय जनता पार्टी का और एनडीए का उसके पूरे इतिहास का सबसे उत्तम परफॉर्मेंस होगा।
Modi's day after 9 a.m. The Gujarat Chief Minister is out of his official residence by 9 on most mornings. His entourage with Z+ security escorts him to the Sardar Patel airport, and Modi begins his day in a chartered flight. What is interesting about Modi's flying hours is the fact that he is accompanied only by his personal assistant on his chartered plane. His PA carries the unattended files and ensures that Modi goes through them mid-air. Most politicians use their flying hours to sleep through their busy schedules. But for Modi, sleeping is a waste of time. He learns about the constituency he is flying to and understands the ground reality of those regions. It is said that Modi uses his flying hours to give interviews to media channels, but stopped it after he was anointed as a BJP's PM candidate. Believe it or not a single VIP is allowed to fly with Modi on his private charter. It's just him and his PA, and at times a member or two from his core committee. Modi's charter plane usually lands at the nearest airport, and from there he takes a helicopter to reach his destination. Once his helicopter has reached the designated helipad, Modi gets down from his chopper and rushes into his car. After reaching the venue, Modi spends a few minutes talking to his party members and switches to his speech mode immediately. Sources say Namo doesn't spend much time on formalities like wearing garlands and welcome speeches. Sometimes he wants his party members to cut short his welcome speech and takes center stage and starts delivering his punchlines.
कांग्रेस के नेता कह रहे हैं कि राहुल जी हार जाएंगे तो वो तो विपक्ष में भी बैठेंगे, लेकिन मोदी हार जाएगा तो कहां जाएगा। मेरे कांग्रेस के नेताओं, चिंता मत करो, मेरी चाय बनाने की किचड़ी का सामान तैयार है। चाय बेच करके पेट का गुजारा करना आता है।
For Modi, his real charm lies in his oratory skills. Interestingly, the Gujarat Chief Minister takes extra care of his throat and consumes only lukewarm water despite the summer heat. Even on stage in the sweltering heat, he completely avoids cold water, and his team ensures he is served with numerous glasses of lukewarm water to keep his throat in good health.
आपको दिल्ली सरकार ने रोजगार दिया भाई, पूरी ताकत से बताओ मुझे। मीडिया वाले लिखो, दिखाओ दुनिया को। आप मुझे बताइए भाइयों, मिला रोजगार? आपके परिवार में किसी को मिला? आपके गांव में किसी को मिला? आपसे धोखा किया कि नहीं किया? धोखा किया कि नहीं किया? आपसे वादा तोड़ा कि नहीं तोड़ा? अब नाता तोड़ने का वक्त आया है।
After delivering his speech at a rally, Namo doesn't spend time at that location. He gets into his car so that he can travel to his next destination. But during this time, Namo takes feedback from his core committee about his speech. He tries to understand if the speech has connected with his audience and takes their feedback to prepare for his next one. After getting feedback from his core committee, Namo works on his lines for his next speech and uses certain phrases to connect with his followers. That's not all. Even as he is delivering his speeches, his core committee is busy following his opponents. The main job of the core committee during Modi's rallies is to update him on the reaction of his opponents to his previous speeches. Once Modi has learnt about the reactions from his opposition parties, he replies to them in the next speech.
मैडम सोनिया जी, आपके राज परिवारों ने, आप जैसे राज परिवारों ने हम गरीबों के लिए मांगने के सिवा कुछ छोड़ा है क्या? छोड़ा है? अरे इतना ही नहीं मैडम, हम मांगते हैं, लूटते तो नहीं है ना। आप मुझे बताइए भाइयों, मांगने वाला अच्छा कि लूटने वाला अच्छा? मांगने वाला अच्छा कि लूटने वाला अच्छा?
1:30 p.m. is lunchtime for Modi. Namo prefers to eat alone. Though Modi believes in eating on time, his busy schedule has made it tough for him these days to follow a disciplined diet. It is said that if Modi is at his Gandhinagar office, he eats food exactly around 1:30 p.m. What is even more interesting is Namo prefers to eat alone and spends time with himself in the afternoon while eating lunch. For lunch, Narendra Modi sticks to his roots and consumes a fair amount of Gujarati rice, dal, vegetables and curd. The last few months have been very hectic for Narendra Modi. He has never been able to eat lunch on time and manages to eat a few snacks on his flight. Modi's snacks are brought from his house in Gandhinagar as he avoids eating outside food. Namo's snacks are usually light with some fruits and hardly any oil. Modi sips on lukewarm water and tea during his flight back home.